keep it 100, like boarded in the streets, but especially when recorded.
So I'm in the withdrawal phase right now. I'm like sweating.
It's a lot.
It's a crazy situation, but I feel clear. I feel clarity.
Isn't that such a good feeling to just have your own mind, like not foggy, just right, to be in your right mind, you know what I'm saying? Because what people don't understand is like, when you do weed, when you do any type of drugs, you're altering your mind. You have an altered mind. So you could come with whatever, yo, it's good for this, it's good for that, yo, it's from its nature, this, that. You come with whatever you want. The fact of the matter is, you not have an altered mind. You're not 100% yourself.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No. And I used to be like a Rasta girl. So it'd be like, oh, it's the healing of the nation and this, that, and not realizing that I wasn't consciously smoking. So I wasn't smoking because I was meditating. I was smoking in the morning when I woke up, so wake and bake. Smoking to take a shit. Smoking after I eat. Smoking before I eat. Can't even eat without smoking. Smoking before I go to bed. Smoking before I go driving. Smoking while I'm driving. Smoking before I go to work. Like, these are all the cues.
Dependent on everything. And
I was like, well, I'm so functioning. Like, I can't go somewhere if I don't smoke. I'm not functioning. But about 5, 6, 7 years ago, that shit started giving me anxiety. And the type of anxiety, like, everybody gets anxiety, but this was some shit. And I didn't never experience it before, so I didn't even think it was the weed, because every time I smoke, it would be less. But then every time I didn't smoke, and I started a new job, and I wasn't high, and it was crazy. So I realized that, like you said, being not in your right mind doesn't allow you to process your life. So if you're smoking for years like that, you have never experienced your actual life.
You don't even know your real self. That's deep.
And I've been smoking since I'm 14, period.
That's deep.
Like, I'm smoking heavy since I'm 14.
That's deep.
14, and I only stopped. Well, when I got the anxiety at that time, I think I was 26.
Wow.
So I was smoking from 14 to 26 before I actually started getting that type of anxiety. So for 12 years, though, you don't know yourself. Like, people really, like, people would thinking it sound corny, but
it's
when you get clear-headed.
I love the way you put it like that, though. Still, like, yo, you go years without being your true self, dog. And, like, you being sober for a few hours don't count. Like, you know what I mean?
Because it literally, like, I'm still high. I'm still coming back to it within myself. I'm a hyper-aware person. So, like, I feel everything happening in my body. And so I'm purging right now. And what people don't realize is it comes out in every aspect of your life. It comes out in your skin. It comes out in your digestive system. It comes out in the way you think. Your nervous system is every single nervous system you have in your body. And it comes out in your hormones. This is why people don't smoke and they be ready to, like, blast shit.
Yeah, you ever notice, like, some people how aggressive they get when they don't smoke?
I'm one of them people.
Okay, you one of those.
Yeah, like today was one of them days. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have been here at 6:30 waiting on you, but today was just one of them days. And I'm gonna stand on the behavior because, like, I probably would have handled it different if I wasn't withdrawing. But either way, it was something in my life that needed to be addressed and checked.
For sure.
But between the withdrawal and I'm a female that has, like, my cycle is crazy.
Okay.
And I got this thing that happens to me every month.
Yeah.
So between the withdrawal and that
just
niggas
on edge right now.
It's trouble out there if you fuck with me.
I feel you.
But I'm aware of myself, so I'm aware of, like, okay, maybe that person don't deserve it. But if you a person that deserve it and gets in my way or in my front during this period of my time, well, the bridge is not getting burnt, it's getting blown the fuck up, and I don't care who you are, and I'm standing on business. Like,
I feel you. You kind of talk with a little American accent. You from the States? No? You hear all Montreal your whole life?
No. I left Montreal when I was 17 in 2004. I lived in New York until...
Okay.
I lived in New York until 2012.
Okay.
And then I lived in Toronto. So I grew up in the city, but I'm not from the city. I don't consider myself to be from the city.
Yeah.
just because I grew up here, I am familiar with a lot of people in the city. And when I came back, like, before I went to Toronto, I had a little bout in Montreal. And that's when Cessa 730. I was a rapper. I don't know if you've ever seen any of my stuff.
No, I didn't know. See, I didn't know you were a rapper, but I've seen some of your, like, your poetry, your spoken words, your little rap. Like, since I met you, I've seen little things, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yo, this girl should rap. She's raw, bro. But I didn't know you were an actual rapper, though.
Oh. Let me just give you a little 15-second snippet.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I'm Cessa 730.
No, you... Okay, that's your rap name.
Yeah.
Okay. No, you're raw as hell.
I'm Cessa 730.
You are raw as... Like, I'm not gonna lie. Shout out Chung. I've always said Chung is one of the best rappers, but I think you go at her, fam. Like, you are up there, bro. Like, lyrically. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this thing is, Chung is in the industry. She's doing music, and that's great. She's saying something in the industry, especially coming from Montreal. Yeah. The consistency, there's just so much kudos to her.
No, facts.
Like, at the end of the day, when you're a lyricist or a rapper or any type of artist, you always have to be very confident in your things. It was a time when I wasn't that confident in who I was and what my abilities.
For sure.
I am now very confident in my abilities. I know what I'm capable of doing. I could put out an EP. I could put out an album. Yeah. But my focus and my calling is in a different place right now.
I know what you mean.
So if I'm gonna do music, it has to be meaningful music. Something that like when it hits people, it's not only gonna hit their emotions, but it's gonna hit their brain.
Their soul.
Well, music hits your emotions and your soul if you resonate with it almost instantaneously. Sometimes you don't even resonate with it's just the vibe. You know, you can't help it. It hits you.
That's the emotions, right? For sure. Yeah. But the
mental, to hit somebody mentally with it, it's emotion, soul. But what about mental?
The mental is your awareness. Yeah. Your awareness is who you are, which is your soul. So they're all kind of attached. You know what I'm trying to say?
I digress.
Trust me.
I digress. They are all connected. But what I'm saying is that, you know, like Tupac said, well, plant the seed. I can't remember what he said, but that's what it is, though. But more and more people are getting to the level that I've been on for many years because of social media. And when I say the level, like, I've obviously leveled up in my life. But I'm talking about as far as what they call woke. What they call all this jargon that they use now. Yeah. Back in the day, when I was in high school, doing my research on Nostradamus and Machiavelli and Plato and Aristotle and these niggas back when I was 15, in 2000 and God knows 2003, that nobody was thinking about that. So that's where I started. And of course, I've been down many rabbit holes and But then we reached the era of technology or of social media. And so now everybody, it's all over. It's an overload of information. Even I myself, of course, I'm getting educated by the information that's being flooded. But it's because of the experience of how long I've been woke. Yeah. Enlightened is what I think that's what we used to call it. Enlightenment era. The Enlightenment era is actually how I began. I wanted to be a philosopher, not other people. Because what you want to be when you grow up, a philosopher. And my teachers would be like, that's not a job. Lo and behold, social media, everybody's a philosopher. Yeah. So like, you know, because of that, I don't remember why I got into that, but because of that now, I just feel like if I'm going to put music out, right, it has to resonate with certain people. I did put something out during COVID that was like rushed. I just recorded it. He sent me the audio and I put it online because I don't give a crap about the mixing and mastering and who hears this, who hears that. And are you hearing what I'm saying? Are you listening to what I'm talking about?
Trust me.
And you know, that's what's important for me. It's not about being flawless anymore. However, if I am going to put out a masterpiece, it does have to be polished.
No, for sure.
You know, and that's not like that was. That's
run that. Know where you going? Are you trying to run away? You're going to play that. Right.
But I was going to play the most recent one because this is like 20 years ago.
Oh, this is from Alonski? Okay.
Shout out, Ski. That's 12 years ago.
12 years ago.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, plug it in now. It's an iPhone, right? I want to hear it.
Something cuter than a Jonas. Lit the piff up and put it straight to the air for all my stoners. All my bitches rub on your titties, my niggas on your bonus. But don't holla at Cessa unless you got some big cojones. I cop these lenses so these bitches know I'm focused. Bunch of jokers overdoses. Pass me another drink, I'm swallowing mimosas. These Nicki bitches got me on my Kim shit is over. Over is this shit, man. Bitch taking over. You remind me of my shoes, I'm stopping on them loafers. Bitches getting chained and I call them hoes ropers. No cuffing in my name unless you making more than Oprah. Just in case you didn't know, bruh. Never took $1 from a nigga to bend over. My pussy priceless, these bitches pussy worth a quarter. Rather cop an eighth than watch me flip it to a quarter. Bars on lock, man, put it in some folders. Next season coming, I'm the motherfucking motor. Catch feelings, honey, you a motherfucking lover. I know I bring the heat, but I'm way more colder. Boosh the fuck up to all these noodle acting birds that be frontin' in the hood, but be really from the burbs. I eat your ass fits in a spice, girl, you a herb. That's a girl here, big shit, that's why you looking like a turd. I'm finna make a point, man, aim it at your head right. All my rhymes in pencil, call that crazy lead. I'm live wire, bitch, your circuit's dead. Plug me in, I get busy, consolidated and all that bedroom rhyming dead. Y'all bitches grab your blankies and your pillows bet. I do not fuck with niggas that politic with feds, cause we call them niggas snitches and them snitches end up dead.
Wow. How old are you? How old are you here?
24.
24. Okay, give me something.
23.
Give me something. The thing you said you dropped during COVID. Now, let me see the level up.
It's stupid because even, of course, I will always like every person or every version of myself that I ever was. I love because when I looked at within those versions, like while I was in it, I probably didn't like me much. But as an adult now looking back, I'm like, girl, you don't even fucking know. You was not giving yourself enough
appreciate
credit.
The journey.
And because it's not just about the music. I'm just talking about in general. This right here is one strong ass kid, yo. That's a strong kid right there.
You talking like it.
That's a strong ass kid. Now, let me give you some new shit.
Yeah.
Let me give you the new shit.
Yeah.
This one was 4 years ago.
That's COVID, right?
Yeah.
So that's the newest one you have?
That was from COVID.
Okay.
It was from COVID. I'm COVID. Now, this is the one I fuck with. But I fuck with this one. I don't even know the words. Time to chill. Let these devils melt away. Delayed, played afraid. Destined to obey. Corona pandemic, more like plan attack plague. A meteor grenade. Assemble the brigade. Listen, take the pain, transform it to a gain. Gather small groups environmentally sustain. Oh.
What happened?
You're gonna see some shit. It says God is good, give thanks. That is the time that you just stop for a moment.
And give thanks?
And you give thanks to the
Wow, that is hard, bro. I think I'm gonna do that, fams. How often of the day does it happen?
Every 2 hours.
Every 2 hours you get an alarm, and that's your time to stop whatever you're doing and give thanks.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Press play, please.
Mentally sustained. They fucking with the biochemic makeup of our brains. My people, we in trouble if we do not make a change. Listen, I'm coming from a place asylums couldn't fathom. Up, down, strange charm, bottom, top, smaller than atoms. Quark, but that's just a matter of they alchemy. Jack with the line, but you gotta know anatomy.
Why they mad at
I just gotta know anatomy.
Why they mad at
You didn't catch the quantum physics. You have to get time to chill. Let these devils melt away. Delayed, played afraid. Destined to obey. Corona pandemic, more like plan attack plague. A meteor grenade. Assemble the brigade. Listen, take the pain, transform it to a gain. Gather small groups environmentally sustain. They fucking with the biochemic makeup of our brains. My people, we in trouble if we do not make a change. Listen, I'm coming from a place asylums couldn't fathom. Up, down, strange charm, bottom, top, smaller than atoms. Quark, but that's just a matter of they alchemy. Jack with the line, but you gotta know anatomy.
Why they mad at shit? Yin yang balance on my dualities. Why they mad at we? Yin yang balance all these dualities.
It's a tragedy, your cavalry. This my class reality academy. Morality is salary. Personality, mentality, ritualistic fallacies. This my never Clinton's analyses. They wasn't ready for us then. Resent the melanin that's in our skin. Sleep-wake cycles,
releasing melatonin. Awoke by serotonin, past life pharaoh DNA rolling through this hemoglobin. My Santeria potent. And why they mad at me? Could it be all this alignment, the way I channel it? Nice with the picture, how I dismantle clips. I give them something they could feel, but can they handle it? I be the anabolic catalyst, adenosine triphosphate, magistrate, the body alchemist with amulets. And my ancestors say smoke, I get my candles lit and watch the waves crash. Everything I ask, they answer it. No fear. I am the alpha, the omega, the forever. I spread my wings, shed light, that's forever. We only make it if we fight this shit together. Why they mad at we? Yin yang balance all these dualities. Why they mad at we? Bend the motherfucking knee for police brutality. Hey.
That's when Kaepernick was bending the knee, yeah? Yo, bro. Honestly,
That's my favorite shit, right?
How are you, like, is it because you said earlier you studied a lot of philosophy and all that growing up? How is your mental so, like, on a different wave? Like, what, like, describe yourself. How do you become who you are today? Like, you know what I mean?
Alright, I'm gonna tell you how.
Talk to me.
The universe aligned this for you, Clips, because this passage came to me twice in the past 2 days.
Yeah.
And this question, it aligns perfectly with
Okay.
how I process the way I process and how I'm able to know a little bit about everything enough to put it together and comprehensively, like, interconnect everything. Is I do not listen with the intent of taking the information that I'm given and running with it. So anytime somebody gives me information or I stumble across some type of information, I close my eyes and I go inside myself. And I process that information and I put pieces to puzzles that other people might not put together because they haven't gotten the different types of information that I've got. And it's like you're breaking a code or you're cracking a code. And that's what life is a lot of people do not have the capacity or even the will or desire to want to do that because it's not an easy thing. It involves going down many rabbit holes. But the thing is, we could all go down rabbit holes. Yeah. But I have mastered the art of being able to get out of a rabbit hole. A lot of people go down rabbit holes and they stay there. So now you got the people who they calling them conspiracy theorists. Yeah. And it's not that they're conspiracy theorists. They haven't completely uncovered the veil. So they're not able to think for themselves. So when I knew at a young age that I was able to think for myself, when everybody was outside, I went to Options.
What's Options?
Options 2 is an alternative school by Jolly Kerr. So we was smoking weed like normal shit and like whatever. Like it was fun. Like I want to be out smoking weed with my people. Sometimes I would go smoke, but you would catch me in the computer room. And I would be there printing, printing. So I wasn't just following the crowd. I knew at a very young age that I wanted to process information. So going to the quote, is from Buddha. And it says, I wrote it down so that I don't misquote the man. I don't want to misquote Buddha. I like Buddha. I don't want to misquote him. I got these other maps. This is somebody say I have maps on my phone. It's so stupid. Okay. So this is Buddha shit, right? He said, believe nothing, no matter where you read it or who said it. Okay? Believe nothing, no matter where you read it or who said it. No matter if I said it. Unless it agrees with your own reason and your own common sense.
But, okay, common sense ain't common, right? What if, because, you know, when you're growing, your mind levels up, you learn, you mature, you grow, you get smarter, more intellectual, blah, 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 right? If you truly apply that, how can you grow? Because it's about learning and applying things that you grow and you get smarter and wiser. The right things. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I love that question. Okay. Okay. So everybody on this planet has the answers to everything, every question they ever had. It's inside of all of us. So if you master or if you practice or if you learn how to tap into your own higher self, i.e. God, when you learn how to communicate with your higher self, you don't need nobody else to tell you what the answer is or how to evolve or grow or expand. Your body, you came here to do that. So your body has all the DNA and answers on how to do that. But you have to be able to want to do that. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel you.
You have to be able to want to do that. Now, as far as another thing I'm going to just say to that is when you're expanding as a person, right?
Yeah.
If you're not contradicting yourself, you're not growing. If every time you're right, you're not growing.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
So, if you get a piece of information, this information might contradict something you feel.
Yeah.
If you disregard this information, and this information is important, you lose. So I try not to disregard any information, but I can't also act like I haven't been doing years and years and years of research. So some information, I've already got the answers and broken it down. So what I'm learning within myself, right? Because this is what my issues are, is that when I'm speaking to somebody who is not on the same frequency as me, so that doesn't mean that I'm better than them.
No.
It doesn't mean that they're better than me.
Yeah.
And some people might not even be on the same frequency, but the frequency or the capacity to comprehend
is there. Yeah.
So you might not know what the fuck I'm talking about, but you could comprehend it.
Hear and understand.
And then now you can, like, everything I'm telling you, you might like it, but I would advise you not to just be
then
like,
it goes back to what he's saying. Don't just take it in, but reason with it, type of thing.
You take it in, you're going to go home. It might be a month from now, you remember some shit. It's going to tap into something and something that's it's like this. But if somebody comes to you and says, and this is what most people do, right? They're going to come to you and they're going to tell you, you got to go to church. Jesus Christ is the way. You believe with your mouth, you confess with your tongue that Jesus is your personal savior. You're going to be saved. Well, I feel sorry for you because there's a bazillion people doing that are not going to be saved.
No, facts. Listen, I do believe in Jesus, but I don't believe that it just takes confessing with your tongue. It's a lifestyle.
No, for sure. I was using that as an example. To get into that, it's a rabbit hole. It's a rabbit hole. So I don't want to go into the rabbit hole, but it was just an example.
No, for sure.
You know, and I feel like you're resonating or you're comprehending.
Definitely, 100%.
So I feel like I have to run my jibs.
100%.
I get quieter 100%. When I feel I can't run my jibs.
100%. Before I forget, I want to get back to something because, yo, man, you make my mind go. I love it. You make my mind go all over the place. You said you take things, you break it down, and you can you give me an example? Like, I know.
Yeah, I can. You ain't gotta say. You gotta say.
Okay.
All right. So something that I've been sitting with lately, and I'm pretty much positive about my own thoughts and feelings about the matter. But so I've been this whole thing is of interconnectedness. How could that make sense to somebody who is like ignorant or dumb or like, you know, like how could you put that in the most layman's terms? Because I could understand it on a deep level where it's like, oh, I couldn't explain it to you because it's just within me. But I want to be able to explain that.
Interconnectedness? Like connecting with your inner self?
Nope. Everything on the planet being interconnected. So like this tattoo that I got, right? This is air. This is water. This is earth. This is fire, right? Or this is fire. This is earth, right? This is the four elements.
In what language? That's an universal.
It's like a
universal symbol.
Universal symbol. Right? Okay. There's nothing under the sun that's not on the periodic table of charts.
Okay.
There's nothing in the periodic table of charts that doesn't involve these elements. So if you broke everything down, this is what everything is made up of.
Say it again. Say them again.
Air. Water. Fire.
Earth. Okay. Earth is in dirt.
Earth, that's earth. The trees is earth.
Anything that comes out of it
is earth.
Okay.
Anything that come out the earth. Rocks is earth.
Okay.
Anything that. Oh no. Yeah.
Okay.
Water right there.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. This is water. This is earth. We breathe air. And fire, which if you believe in the Big Bang Theory, it's not about believing, but if you think about fire, you think about fire, right? So the sun, you're the sun. So the four elements.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Okay. I like the sun. Yeah.
All right. So cool. So I was like, years ago, I was like, well, fuck. then this is me.
Yeah.
Then you are me.
Yeah.
Then I am you. Right?
Because we
all come from the same shit. So that what makes us fucking different? Right? We're interconnected so deeply. So what really makes us different? And it is the frequency on which we are vibrating. Everything is made out of atoms, which atoms are not even the smallest particle, but another rabbit hole. We won't go there.
Okay.
So if I was vibrating on a different frequency, my hand could go through this. But it can't because I'm vibrating on my three-dimensional human thing where there's stoppages. There's
your flesh, yeah.
Right? So that's the reason. It's because everything is the same. Everything is made out of the same thing. And this is weird. This is the uncover like the matrix veil, right? But it's vibrating at a different frequency, so we're experiencing it differently. Now, if you close your eyes and I stand over there, you won't know I'm standing over there, and you don't know that I exist. Like, right? So I now can only exist because you exist. If you didn't exist, I wouldn't exist. I would just be some wave. But because of the frequency you're vibrating at and the retinas in your eyes and then the squares and the triangles or whatever, the things in your eyes that make you see, it's reflecting me back to you. So when you speak to me, I know I'm here.
Okay.
Because if nobody else was on the planet, who was going to see me? So what the hell would I really be?
Okay.
You only human because of the vibration.
Okay.
It's only a car because of the vibration.
Okay.
So that's where I realized that, this is why I realized that it's all the same thing. Everything is the same thing. It's just abstracted in different frequencies and vibrations.
So then technically you're trying to say,
so you're me.
Water, fire, air, and water is all the same thing too.
I didn't get that far down the rabbit hole, but I wouldn't say that they're all the same thing, no.
Okay. You're just saying we're the same because we come from the element of
those. This is it. There's nothing more than that. This is nothing more than this on the planet. There's nothing in this. How they made this?
Yeah. Say that again.
How did they make the car? They made the car with fire, water, earth, and air. How are you made? You was made with fire, water, earth, and air. You're 72% water. You're definitely earth because you're about to go back to it after you die, right? You need air because without it you can't live. And fire is the sun. Without the sun, we don't live.
But
the sun is
we are not fire though, but we do need it to live.
No, we have fire inside of us. Your body, what you think? You think the inside of you is cold?
The blood is hot.
There's warmth in you. If there's warmth in you, there's fire in you. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but for me, it's just like, it sounds a little thing, but to me, you can't get warmth.
Yeah.
Without fire.
Without the sun, for sure.
No, how do you get warmth? Forget the sun.
But you do.
It's warm in the car.
The sun is the fire of the earth, though.
No, but for you get warm. I'm hot now. I'm sweating.
Yeah.
Why am I hot? Because there's fire inside of me to make me hot. How can this car is heated, but there's no sun here, right? But what's making this hot? What's making this hot? What makes it hot? I don't know. Maybe you could tell me, and maybe I could change.
I don't know the makeup of a car like that, but I get what you're trying to say. It's
like air blowing this hot
thing out. Yeah. I get it.
It's a mixture of fire and air. You know, fire don't necessarily, because that's another thing. The elements they come together, right? That's how, like with us, all of our elements came together to make one person. Like this is a bunch of elements. We got like billions of little shit in us, right? So you could have two elements that come together. If you put water and earth together, what do you get?
If we put water and earth together, a tree, a flower, nature. Yeah.
But you need the sun, and you need other things. But if you only if you only took water and you only took earth and you put it together, forget it, another element, what would you get? Mud. But you wouldn't say mud.
And clay, which is kind of.
And you would never say that.
Kind of what we are created from. Yeah. No, for sure.
And you wouldn't say clay is water, would you?
No. For sure.
So you would. So this is fire. It just doesn't look like fire because it's fire and air mixed together.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, that's why I say I want to be able to explain this as lame as possible.
As you said, I'm gonna take it like you said
and go with it.
Yeah. Think about it. You know what I'm saying?
I can't. Yeah, but that's what it is. Like, right? So that's like something that like something that I took multiple things about. Right? They said we all interconnected. Okay. Then they said that we all made out of this. Right? Then they said I can't remember what all the things they said
for
that
sure,
made me.
For sure,
it's
too much.
But it made me go down. It made
the
me
rabbit
go down.
hole.
It made me go down that rabbit hole.
So this kind of information, you're saying you got this when you were young, and this kind of blew your mind. You just got such an interest. You went with it, and you just kept building until you were here today. Okay. Okay.
And, yeah.
That's dope. It's crazy. While you were talking, I had so much questions, but it's like, it's heavy, you know? So it's a lot to process, you know? But I like it. I'm keeping up. How are you able to relate that into your music now? Like, is it just you just have so many thoughts, so you're just regurgitating things that are just already inside you? Like, do you have to brainstorm? Is it hard to come up with a 16, or does it flow? Like, and what's your creative process like?
All the music I ever put out, I wrote within an hour. So I do not sit there and write music. I have a few songs I did do that, actually. Because when they saw that, like the city I was told I need to keep it up. So I made it a job. So I did sit down and try to write songs, and I did successfully do so. Yeah. But that's not my creative process.
Okay.
I wait till I get a word. I wait till God to tell me to take up a pen and a paper. I wait till God tell me to put on a beat.
Pause right there. So you do believe that there's a God?
Absolutely.
Okay. Because earlier I remember you saying, kind of like you're referring to, like, we are God in a sense.
No, there's many ways there's many ways to express the idea of God.
Okay.
There are many ways to express the idea of God. In this Western world, a lot of times when you say God, they think of one of three religions, right? They think of Christianity, Muslim, and them Jews.
The monotheistic religions.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
But even more so, they think about Jesus.
Facts.
And that's not when I say God, see, the English language is a fucked up thing. So this is why I don't talk to many people, but when I do, you know what I'm saying?
But even before Jesus, because God, Christianity comes from Judaism. So once you say God, I say automatically is going to that aspect, Judaism, like the one God. You know what I'm saying?
Allah.
Or Allah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Which both of them come from the one father, Abraham. You know?
But now in the Bible,
and
what they did within the Bible, right? You see Jesus?
Yeah.
The reason they made Jesus in the Bible, in my opinion, and just this is like a download I just got. So it's not something that I've naturally delved with before. So forgive me if I'm a little bit shaky about it.
For sure.
But the reason why I said your higher self is God.
Okay. Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah.
So how would I? So, like, you know, there's the Holy Trinity and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I believe that Jesus is he's like a personification of the idea of attaining your highest self, attaining your highest enlightenment. And when you attain your highest enlightenment, you are closest to who?
God.
So our goal is to be like who?
Jesus.
Well, you threw me off. I like that.
You know what I'm saying? If he's the prime example,
okay, Christ-like. Okay.
Yeah.
And guess what? I'm gonna go with that. That's fine because Christians also believe that Christ and Jesus is God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit is one.
Yeah.
So we could. I ain't gonna dispute. Okay. I didn't like the name. I didn't like the way it sounded, but I'm not going to say it doesn't make sense.
The thing is, as human, always we perverse things and we use it to our advantage and manipulate with it. So that's why I feel like it gives a bad taste in people's mouth, unfortunately.
Yeah, for sure. But at the end of the day, you see how though it gave a bad, I'm able to take accountability and think in a non-biased way, which is a gift. Okay, many people cannot think non-biasly and they can't take accountability for their own flaws and their own healing that needs to be done. So I have healing around that name that needs to be done. Nonetheless, I understand what you said. So yes, our goal is to be Christ-like, but that is an idea.
Okay.
And when you are Christ-like, you are closest to God. So the goal now, if this is God and this is you, you gotta be like, like the ultimate thing would be to become like God. So if you're like God, what's the difference between you and God? Now, I get the idea people run with of, well, if you're God, you're taking credit for everything, right? But no, that's not what I mean, because it's not about taking credit. I am a physical vessel. And no, I am a soul inside of a physical vessel. Okay. And I have a higher consciousness. So when my higher consciousness is vibrating, it's not me. It's not me. It's outside of me. That's God.
You're not even wrong, because even the Bible says to be like Christ. And as we said, if you want to compare Christ to God, like, it's to be like God. So you're not wrong in a sense. I just feel like...
But you are not God. You have to be...
Exactly.
Okay, so let me just...
And I feel like that's very important.
It's very important. Right? But, I can't... Some people... comprehension is key.
For sure.
And it's very hard because there's just a little thing there, right?
Okay.
Because no, you're not God. But do you have a God? Yes. And this is where I may be different, because I believe that the God is a collective of all of our gods. When we align in the name, or when we all become Christ-like, God shows himself, which is an impossible, seeming like an impossible task. It's seeming like the forces of chaos are winning right now. But I am a light worker. So my job is to try to fight the spiritual battle from the side of light.
To be the light.
I have to be the light in the name of God. And some people cannot get to God but through Jesus. I do not get to God through Jesus. I don't.
I have to ask you, what's your views on the 5%ers, 5% nations?
You sure you want that?
I know this is heavy, and I know that, and they're very passionate, and like, conversation should be allowed. We're not bashing nobody. We're not saying nobody is wrong. It's just opinion. Like, very lightly. We ain't got to go deep in it.
I'm going to give it
lightly.
I'm going to give it
because they believe that each and every one of us are
God body. Yeah. I was a 5%er and a God body when I lived in New York.
Talk to me.
Okay. When I was 19, 20, 21, 22, I thought I was a 5% of God body.
Yeah.
Right? You got to know the alignment of the stars and the moon and the scientific and black man is this and black man is this. So I delved down that path, boy. So first of all, what a lot of people don't know is most religions and spiritual beliefs are a combination of either two or more other religions and spiritual beliefs. Sometimes they mix science in it also in astrology. Okay. So 5%er is a mix of astrology, science, and Muslim faith. Okay. It was created by some guy in jail and I don't know his name.
Allah. I believe his name, he changed his name to some of the...
I'm not going to call somebody by a name that they made up.
Yeah.
Neither here nor there. It is a made up...
Forgive me if I'm wrong, but yeah, go ahead.
I don't know his name. I don't know his name, which I ain't saying.
Keep going,
But it's a made up construct. Are there some cool things about the made up construct? Absolutely. Is it a way for the black man and black women who follow to feel substantiated in the colonizer's world? Yeah. Would I feed into it any more than I did when I was a kid? No.
Why not?
Sometimes I still say God body. Sometimes I still say I'm God body. I do still say it sometimes, right? Because why I say I'm God body, I say I'm God body when I'm operating Christ-like.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
But I it's their word and not mine, right? But when I say it, it doesn't mean I think I am a God. I am just flesh that's going to die and shrivel up and go to the earth. But my spirit, my soul, my energy is going to go on forever and ever and ever, just like Jesus Christ.
Just like God.
Just like Jesus.
And
God.
God is eternal, yeah.
So I am eternal. I'm indestructible. You could transfer me, you could transform me, you could do whatever the fuck you want me. You can't destroy me. But my body can be destroyed. So I will not put God on my body because I don't want my body to be destroyed and then God goes with it. Then next thing you know, I'm giving to the forces of darkness and giving to the force. I sacrificed my body to the forces of darkness because I said that I'm a God body and then I died. So I literally killed God with me. I literally killed a part of God's spiritual team with me, but that's me, right? So I learned and learned and learned.
So I don't want to interrupt
No
you.
problem.
It's funny because I asked a 5% the same question, right? I'm like, if you're God, then don't die. I said that, right? And he looked at me, he's like, yeah, it's possible. I cannot die.
Hey, I'm not here.
Nice.
I'm not here. Clip. Listen, when people make, like, listen, I say things all the time, and people look at me like, oh, you know? So, listen, if he knows something that I don't know,
yeah,
cool.
That's what I'm saying. You better live forever, dog.
I won't know. Because this vessel, this body right here is not forever. But this spirit right here is forever. And what I leave ultimate behind is not going to be confusion, right? And I believe a lot of that stuff is mixed up in confusion, which let me tell you something. I can find fault in every religion, but I can find beautiful, wonderful things in every divination, belief system, or religion. So what I choose to do is I choose to recognize why I'm not going to subscribe to it. But then I also choose to pay my respects.
For sure.
So I respect the 5%ers.
For sure.
No disrespect to the 5%ers.
Exactly, respect to everybody, because
I'm into my crystals and my sage, you know?
Yeah. All right, let's talk about the sage. You brought up the sage now.
Yo!
So sage. So you brought up saging, right? Now, let me let you go first, because I don't want to, I personally, I don't feel like I need to sage anything to get rid of anything, right? Because as we were talking about before, becoming Christ-like, it means becoming like God, which to me, I interpret that as having a relationship with God, right? Once you have a relationship with the God, fine. Even if you want to, the Most High. Thank you. I love that you said that. Because even if you want to consider you're a God.
I don't even like the word God, to be honest with you, but it just easily rolls off my tongue.
Facts. Even if people want to consider him a God, I believe there's a higher,
the Most High energy, which is not a man. A God. Every time I say God, it's a man come in my head. Even though I'm past that,
for sure.
I see a white man too. I can't even see the black. I say God. I see black. I see the white Jesus.
We're programmed. It's funny you said that, because I was on Instagram. I was on Instagram and Elon Musk posted a picture of a black Jesus saying, "Yo, this is the real Jesus. The white Jesus around."
I be liking them so
fast. I'm so brainwashed, and right away I'm like, yo, like it didn't.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, it didn't look.
I swear, I was on Shein today. And they showed the Jesus, the what is it? The table with the eating on.
The Last Supper.
The Last Supper, and it's all black. Yo, the sexy black Jesus do it. I said, why you gotta make Jesus look so good? That's blasphemy.
That's how brainwashed we are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But point I was trying to make is that once you have a relationship with the Most High, that's your protection against all evil. If you don't have a relationship, then you're in trouble.
Yes, sir.
So if I have a relationship with the Most High, I don't need sage for protection. I need that connection with the Most High, that protection. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And if you believe in light, there's darkness. If you believe in God, there's
chaos.
There's chaos. We refer to as the devil, the bad spirit, enemy, right? So for sure, if you're not in righteousness, in light, in what's right, you're in what's wrong. And you're going to get whatever comes with that. You get me? So why do you sage now? That being said.
So, there's more than one way to communicate with God.
Okay.
And there's more than one way to ask him for help or guidance. And the way we learn as children is to pray with our mouth. And our mouth is one of the most powerful ways to communicate with God, because one, it's your breath. Right? And you're creating vibration into the universe and the sound. So it's strong when you pray. And that could be your only means of communicating with God. And that is enough. I use sage because I traveled too far away from God at one point in my life. There's many reasons why people use sage. That's the reason I use sage, right? Is because no matter how much you speak to God, if you use your free will on this earth and did certain things that were against him, whether it was in ignorance or not, the moment you become enlightened about those things,
Mm-hmm.
you need to do something in the physical besides pray to cleanse yourself. So in some religions, what do they do when you're ready?
They fast.
They baptize you.
That too.
You get fasted. Okay, so these are rituals.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you call rituals.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a spiritual person, not a religious person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you look at the word spiritual,
Mm-hmm.
it's a spirit ritual. Okay?
Hmm.
Spiritual literally is spirit ritual.
Hmm.
So if you call yourself a spiritual person, you practice spiritual rituals.
Hmm.
Some women speak in tongues when you go to church.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what they say,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but they communicate it.
Mm-hmm.
You get baptized.
Mm-hmm.
You go to confession.
Mm-hmm.
There's rituals.
Mm-hmm.
So sage is one of the rituals that our ancestors used. Not only sage, just burning herbs in general, smudging or burning herbs, because they believe that when you burn these herbs, it is God's gift to us that allows us to do certain things with these things, right? Everything God gave us, we alchemize and turn it into something else, right? Or we use it for something. We don't necessarily turn it into something, but we use it for something.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I think. So sage has cleansing properties. I'm gonna put this last point, which before your question, forget about the spiritual aspect of sage. Actually, it's like natural Lysol.
Mm-hmm.
It actually has properties in it that cleans negative ions in the air, which causes stagnation in the air, it cleans out positive ions in the air. I don't know why they call them positive ions, but it clears those.
What kind of herb is sage anyways? What kind of herb is it? Like,
you could cook with it. But I don't know what you mean, what kind of herb.
Like grass, like wheat, like what is it exactly?
There's a plant.
A plant, a specific plant.
Mm-hmm. I can't pronounce the name of it.
Okay.
But actually, the thing is just sage, but they got they got crazy. Nobody does that.
So basically, it's
like thyme. You ever seen thyme grow?
Yeah.
I had a sage plant this week. I did a grow up this summer.
Yeah.
And they gave me a sage plant. I killed it, but they gave it to me. I tried.
Don't kill me.
I killed it.
I was gonna say something, I just lost my mind though.
So it cleans the air.
Cleans the air.
So I use it for different reasons. And
yeah.
What kind of herb is sage?
Yeah, before that, I don't even know why I said that because that made me completely forget what I was gonna ask. Alrighty.
Okay, that'll come back.
I'll come back. Okay, all right.
So that's it. It's not like I think you're 100% right about you don't need sage.
Yeah.
You do not need sage if you have a very good relationship with God. But a lot of people they lie about their relationship with God because they hide behind Jesus dying for their sins or whatever other spiritual like hidings that they do, and they don't want to take accountability for the dark side. We all have a dark side. Yeah. Right. So people who get close to God and pretend they don't have a dark side, they're lying to themselves, and they're actually in they're like making null and void their contract or their. You know what I mean?
No, we definitely have good and bad in us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's like to be like if you go, like I'm not even gonna call you out right now, but if I go somewhere right now, and I start putting spirits down, spirits. We go to black people. We party like hard. Once in a while, that's okay. But if you partying every week and throwing spirits down your ass, and then you go to church on Sunday and you pretend like, oh, I'm Jesus, I'm God, like, and I'm the voodoo fucking lady. I'm sorry to tell you, I don't drink alcohol, sweetie. Not you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that's how the world works. They judge other people, but then they do stuff, and it's just that's one of those.
For sure. We're definitely very judgmental.
And I was Christian before I was anything. I've been baptized. Oh, Catholic, actually. I'm Catholic.
Yo, honestly, it was a good convo, man. It was like this is conversation that is endless. You know, it's endless. It's timeless. We're definitely gonna have more talks like this. We're gonna have to keep going still. If you're cool with it,
I do.
If you're cool with it.
I always wanted to do a podcast.
Still. Yeah. Everybody kind of wants to, but they're scared when it comes down to it.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Let's end it with this. I like to make it a little fun and entertaining too at the same time.
Yeah.
A female like yourself that's so woke, as we said at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
What can it take for like a man to mentally stimulate you for you to have interest in that man? And what would it take a lot? Like, are you easy? Like, is it hard for you to fall for a man, to be attracted to a man based on how you're so woke? And unless you're like a 5%er or you're like super religious or you're like, crazy in certain things, like majority of men are just not really on them levels like that.
That was a loaded one. All right, so just keep it plain and simple.
Yeah.
It takes a lot. And it takes a very educated man, a wise man, a man's man, a masculine man, a man that understands masculine and feminine energy and how it works. And actually the biggest one, I think, because you got me thinking about it, you got to be able to teach me something.
I like that one. Because that's a part of leading. And if a men want to lead so much, but they're not able to teach and bring up their ladies. I
be dragging niggas through the mud. I'm telling you right now. I do. I mean, I had my fair shares of my own heartbreaks.
For sure.
Trying to fuck with people who's not equally yoked as I am. Ooh. But, fucking, either way, fucking with someone who's not equally yoked, you either gonna break their heart or they're gonna break your heart. But I have broken a lot of hearts unintentionally, and please God, forgive me if I broke your heart. I'm sorry. But the thing about it is that I leave because I'm not finna, be aggravated and I'm still working on my own demon. Next thing you know, I'm disrespecting you in public, or I'm fighting you, or I'm calling you out your name, right? It sounds like some stuff men do, but a female like me who's a super alpha, that's what I'm gonna do. And now I got a grown ass man crying in my face, or and then because I'm an empath, I start to get anxiety, like I'm doing this to a man. Nah. So people talk about love and all that shit. I can love anybody, but if I don't respect you and you can't teach me anything, you're gonna get in love.
No facts.
In love, it don't even matter. I could be in love with anybody. In love, I could be in love. In love, and love is not what's gonna keep me. I have to respect you. You have to maintain that respect, and you have to be able to teach me something. Because love does not sustain relationships. Okay, yeah. I got about 6 niggas I was in love with.
Talk to me. Nice.
And so if you think about it like that, she's a love hoe. Nah. I call myself a love hoe. I'm a love hoe. I ain't a hoe, but I'm a love hoe.
You love love.
I'm a love hoe.
You love love.
I'm a love hoe. Like, I'll be like, we be together. I'll be like, okay, I love you. Okay, what you need? Oh, you need something? Okay, I'll be back. I'm running for my man. I'm the most submissive person. So because I got those great characteristics that a lot of niggas want but don't know how to maintain, I have to now shelter and set better boundaries for myself. So you know how that goes. Yeah.
You mentioned one thing. You said masculine. What's a masculine man to you?
I said masculine, then I said man's man, right? Because a masculine is cool, but a masculine man is someone who understands his feminine energy. A masculine man is someone who understands his feminine side for me. There's other aspects of being a masculine man.
What do you mean by that? Understanding your feminine side?
Well, you got to know how to deal with a woman. Like, you see, I think I've done enough work on myself and had enough heartbreaks and broken enough hearts and been in enough long-term relationships to know how to be a feminine, a girly, a feminine. I think to be a female, it involves some level of submission, but it also involves some level of understanding how the masculine works. Because when you understand how the masculine works, you don't nag, and you nag less. All women gonna nag, but sometimes we just nag because we want to fuck. But you nag less. You just don't be stressing your man out. You don't stress your man out.
That's big.
The same thing how they say happy wife, happy life.
That's big, right there.
Right? Happy husband. Then
peace.
Yeah. No, happy husband, like more than peace. It's like happy husband, and what you need is getting taken care of. Right? But now the problem is, like, it's too much fuckery. You make a nigga happy, he don't know. Like, so the balance would be the man understanding what a woman needs Right? You know that whole thing we used to say, men are from Mars, women are from Jupiter, or however they said it.
Yo, you just brought me way back to elementary with that one.
Yeah, but it's true. And that's why we got the battle of the sexes right now. Especially in our community clips. You see what's going on with the black family? And that's going to be another conversation. Destroyed. Yeah. Why? Because we are so at odds with each other's energy. It took me 35 years. I ain't giving away my age. It took me a long fucking time before I realized, like, I took full accountability for all the faults I did in my previous relationships that didn't cause it to work. Before I'm like, nah, it's that nigga, he's cheating, he's this, he's that. Okay, cool. All that shit he did do wrong. What did you do wrong? And when you could stop being mad at the other person for the relationships that you did was not successful and just look at yourself and find out what you did wrong, you will be the most coveted man or woman.
And you'll be better for the next. You'll be better.
And when you meet somebody, you show them your qualities. Not a problem with that is you got demons, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? You just, that's what a masculine man. A masculine man is somebody who understands when I start to, he got the power to make me stop that shit. He not gonna put fire to my fuel. Because you're the man. You have the power to make me shut the fuck up if I sound like a crazy person, which I will because I have my period, nigga. I have hormones. Like right now, I'm sweating and it's cold outside. Those are hormones got me going.
No, I feel you.
So as a man, you got to be able to know when your woman is experiencing something like that. At which point of her menstrual cycle is she at? Let me go get a book. Find out something about your lady. What is her love language? What traumas did she have? Are you able to deal with those traumas? And leave the fucking bitch alone. Leave the girl alone if you are not able to fucking deal with her trauma.
Niggas are taking notes right now. Talk to them. Yeah. No, you preaching.
And women too, leave the man alone if you're not able to take him for who he is at the moment he is. Because don't be mad if you leave him and then he turns into a better nigga and now you want him back. You didn't stay. You left. All right? So take your person for who they are if you really want to be that. I told somebody the other day, I said, listen, they not where you want them to be. Yeah. How long you think it's going to get them to get there? They thought about it. I said, is it a month? Is it a year? Is it 2 years? Is it 5 years? You think how long it's going to... You think how long is it never? Yeah. Okay? Yeah. And then decide if you're willing to put it up for that long. And if you are willing to put it for that long, shut the fuck up about it. Or leave. Or leave. I don't believe in that marriage shit. I've been married for 20 years. I ain't stay then. I don't give a fuck because you're married for 20 years. You're cheating on your man because your husband doesn't show you no fucking affection. You're cheating on your woman because your woman doesn't tell you she's proud of you. And you've been married and together for 20 years. What kind of damage? There's a difference between being married and having a marriage. Some people just married. They didn't got no damn marriage. And they just married either because of time or because they made a mistake and they can't reverse it. You know? So.
Yeah, let's end it right there, yo. Honestly, bro. Yo, shout outs to you, man. Like, yo, I love it, man. I love our conversation. I love your intellect. You know what I'm saying? Keep being great. Keep building. You know what I mean? Keep taking in and processing and regurgitating that shit. You feel me?
No, I had to learn it. Nothing is regurgitation, Clips. Now, all of this is experience. I used to regurgitate until that's when I got real quiet. Until I started experiencing. I could tell you till my face turns blue, but I could give you the stories of why I got to these conclusions. It wasn't, I didn't hear somebody on social media say that shit. I literally was throwing niggas' shoes across the damn yard. I did that. And I can tell you that was wrong. No, fact. Well, experience is the best teacher, right? Yeah.
You already know, man. Till the next time. But I appreciate that. I appreciate you, man. You already know, man. Braps.